Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Riesa Pascal. A recent survey conducted by the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill revealed that 3 out of 4 women actually suffer from disordered eating. And although disordered eating is common, many women don't even realize that their eating habits could potentially be harmful. Our next guest, LYDIA Knight, is an eating disorder expert and creator of the Beat the Binge program that helps women overcome unhealthy issues with food. Hi, Lydia. Welcome to the show.
Hello, so wonderful to be here. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, I'm grateful that we can have an opportunity to talk about this very important subject. So just to get right into it, if you could tell us why you created the Beat the Binge program.
Yeah, absolutely. So it was really started with my own disordered eating and eating disorder. Anorexia turned into binge eating, turned into bulimia. And it was just absolute torture and ruining my life. And so I really went on a quest to fix it myself. And honestly, out over years of trying to find a solution, it was all coming down to the same thing of this idea: you're broken, you've always been broken, you always will be broken, and the best you can do is manage it. And that was just unacceptable. I wanted to be able to be completely free of this struggle. And so we created the solution. We've now helped thousands of people to end their eating disorders, and I am completely free of mine as well. And so it really just started with my own struggle.
Well, first of all, congratulations on being free from that. That's beautiful.
Thank
And
you.
and now what you're doing to help others. And I think commonly we can hear eating disorder, bulimia, anorexia, and think of women. We just tend to think of women as being those ones with those issues within themselves. But can it affect men too?
Absolutely. There's this stereotype that it's, a disorder of young teenage girls, but really in that same UNC Chapel Hill study, it showed that, ages, genders, demographics, like there's really no one that is safe from the terrors of an eating disorder.
Good to know. And what are some signs and symptoms of disordered eating that we can look out for, for our loved ones, just to be aware of?
Yes, great question. So, what's going to happen is there's going to be a binge restrict cycle, and that cycle is going to get worse and worse. So, on the binge side of it, it could be binge eating, overeating, the back and back, sort of the graze binging, feeling out of control with food, and really the mental component of feeling pulled toward food like you have to eat it so that you can stop thinking about it. Then there's going to be the compensation on the other side, the restrict part of it. So, in that part of the cycle, it's either over exercising, it's some sort of purging, it's dieting, trying to undo the damage. And then that feeds back into the binge cycle. So it gets more extreme every time, turns into a habit, turns into a disorder. So seeing that pattern is a really important thing to recognize, both in yourself and others, to know if there's an issue.
That's right. And as we mentioned at the top, this can affect 3 out of 4 women. So we might even have people watching right now who are hearing your words and thinking maybe they have an issue with food. What should they do about it?
Absolutely. So we really look at the big three. So number one is stop the dieting. So the National Institutes of Health released a study showing that dieting is the number one indicator of creating a new eating disorder. And over the 5,000 women that we've interviewed, we find the same thing. So ending the dieting is one of the most important things to do. The second thing is share your story with somebody that you trust. So someone that isn't going to judge. As soon as you get it into narrative and are able to share your experience, the shame starts lifting. And then the third one is find an expert. We coach women who are in their 60s, who have struggled for over 40 years. And when we try to go it alone, it tends to continue to get worse. And it not only wastes life and time, but can be deadly. So find expert help that you trust, someone that can deliver the outcome that really you're looking for.
Oh, those are beautiful words of advice there. And where can we go for more information?
Yes, so we actually have a free masterclass that is open to the public at beatthebinge.life.
Beautiful. Thank you, Lydia, for sharing this. This is a really important conversation. I'm grateful we could have this.
Yes, thank you so much.